I'm starting River and Lake today on mat work. So I'm going to get him to lay down on the bed and stay and relax. Even though we're outside, it's pretty exciting. The beginning of the behavior, I let him figure out how to do it himself. So I'm gonna walk over to the bed. We've only done 2 repetitions so far just to get him used to it. The first 2 are a little slow, but I'm just gonna stand near the bed until he decides to get up on it, and then anytime that I find a good behavior that I like, I will treat and reward. I'll mark it with a yes and treat. If he does something that's neutral like he is right now, he's not laying down, but he's not getting off the bed either, then I won't do anything. Yes! And if he tries to get off the bed without me releasing him up, I will put him back on the bed. So this is fancy downstay. Yes. And the only way that we get up the bed is when I say so. Eventually I'll put a command word on it, but for now, I'm doing what's called reactive treating. So I'm basing my behavior off what he does. So if he wants to lay down, he can have a snack. If he wants to sit and stare at me like he is now and think about it, then I'm not going to do anything until I find either a good or a bad behavior, and then I will either re-guide him back on the bed if he gets off of it, or I will treat him if he makes a good choice. This is a great exercise for your dog's mental capacities because they have to figure the whole thing out themselves. He keeps looking at me for guidance, and I'm letting him dictate the activity and the speed at which we go. It's great for letting them problem solve, think of things on their own, without me constantly giving him commands 24/7. It's a little slower in the beginning. The end result's a lot nicer because the dog thought through the entire problem themselves, and it's good for your mind. So right now I'm just waiting for him to go down, and then I will treat and reward accordingly. And after a couple treats, I'll let him up, and we'll start another rep. But right now there's a lot going on with the cars, the neighbors out and around, so it's taking him a little while to relax. That's okay. Yes. And I'm always going to mark the behavior and then treat. My hand won't even go to my treat pouch until I mark it first. This is great for relaxation. It's great for when guests come over. It's great for begging at the table. Mat work has or place, whichever one you want to call it, has a lot of uses in life. But we got to train it first before we can use it. So he got up. I'm not treating him again because I want the down on the bed, and I'm not letting him up until I release him out of the down position. So I'm just being patient, and he's got nowhere to go and nothing to do, so he might as well participate. Yes. Yes. And in the beginning, I keep a pretty high rate of reinforcement, so I'm treating him very frequently. Yes. Good eye contact, sir. Thank you. Okay. Good job. You did it. Good job, Bubba. Yeah. And then we get a lot of praise, and we get a little breakies. Good job. And you can see that he's really eager to get right back into it. So I will continue to stand near the bed. Once he gets all 4 feet on it, the repetition is started, and it only ends when I let him up. This is the part that can be a little boring and tedious, is that I'm purposely not guiding or commanding him with anything. I'm letting him figure it out all on his own. So you have to be patient. Bring a book to him. Yes. But every repetition that he does, he should get quicker and quicker at it, and he'll start understanding what's going on every time we practice it. Relaxation in dogs can be really hard to train because there's not anything I can do with treats or anything like that to make a dog relax or calm themselves down. I can hold them in down positions and things like that. But to truly calm down and relax, that's something he's got to figure out how to do on his own. And the setup for this activity helps a lot with that. Surprisingly enough, he hasn't tried to get off the bed very often. It takes him a long time to lay down, but we don't try and escape the bed a lot. The other thing that's going on too is that his food drive is still a little so-so, and so his motivation for the treats that I have is a little iffy. He doesn't have a big drive to try and figure out how to get the snacks that are in my pocket. He'd much rather just look around at everything going on outside, so he's only giving maybe like 50% of his attention, yes, to the activity. Yes. Yes. I like that he's looking me and giving me direct eye contact, so I'm rewarding that as well. I'll wait till he looks back at me for the yes, for the mark. And he goes, yes. Pause. And then I will go get the treat out of my pouch. I don't want him watching my hand trigger to that pouch constantly and rattle around in the snacks. So I'm always going, yes. And then I'll get the snack. Now I had a bit of a poor treat there in that I threw it a little too far under his body, and now he's back up on a sit position, and I always have to let him out of a down. Yes, that head down is really nice there. He's nice and relaxed. So I had to wait for him to lay back down again before I could go. Okay. Good job, mister. That's very nice.